जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधार विकगिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj ki jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatar Shata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatar Shata Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj ki jai. Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatar Shata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaurkishoras Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupa Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadasa Raghunath Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki jai. श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी शिकोर पार्षद वृंद की जय। नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री अद्वैत आचार्य की जय। जय आ जय अद्वैता-saptamī तिथि की जय। तिथि पालन करी भक्त वृंद की जय। जय शांतिपुर धाम की जय। जय उम, श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदाता गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि वो। Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams everybody. Um, wow, a lot of people on Zoom today. Usually there's only a few people on Zoom, and most everybody joins on YouTube and Facebook. Cool. Um, so I didn't actually um, I don't know what to read yet. Um, Usually every year we read. Actually, maybe I'll do the Mangalachan first, and then we can figure out what to read today. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. One second. Let me just. Where is it? Oh God, where am I looking for? Oh yeah, Bhakti Vinod Kirtana. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Gaudiya Gaurvanvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Bharati Mingilo Daragata Nudrita Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukhang Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वृषभानुसुतान्वितवामतनुं यमुनातटनागरनन्दसुतं मुरलीकलगीतविनोरपरं भज गोद्रुमकाननकुञ्जविदुं स्मर गौरगदाधरकेलिकलं भवगौरगदाधरपक्षचर शृणुगौरगदाधरचारुकथं भज गोद्रुमकाननकुञ्जविदुम् तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय देवी त्वां नायमां चरणन्तिकम् भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्षाय क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासारि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. And let's sing what is it? The pranam mantras for Sri Advaita-Ācārya. What is it? Just opening up the songbook. Yeah, this is the new songbook, which, oops, let me just scroll to the bottom. One second. There's Advaita-Ācārya. Okay, so I think we'll sing all these songs also. There's the Advaitashtakam, obeisances to Advaita-Ācārya, Jaya Jaya Advaita-Ācārya. Yeah, we'll sing all of this. But here is this is from Caitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 1, verses 12 to 13. Mahavishnur Jagat Karta Mayaya Srijatyada Tasyavatara Evayam Advaita. Sorry, I looked at something else. Tasyavatara evayam Advaita-Acārya Ishvara Advaitang Harinadvaitad Acharyam Bhakti Sanat Bhaktavataram Ishang Tam Advaita-Acharyam Ashraye. Mahavishnu is the creator of the universe, which he generates through Maya. His manifestation is this Ishwar, Sri Advaita-Acārya. He is known as Advaita because he is non-different. He is Advaita from Sri Hari. He is called Ācārya because he teaches bhakti. He is the Lord and the manifestation of the Lord's devotee, Bhaktavatara. I take shelter of Advaita-Acārya. Shri Advaita Namastubhyam Kalijana Kripanidhe Gaura Prema Pradhanaya Shri Sita Pataye Namaha. O Shri Advaita, I offer pranam unto you, who are an ocean of mercy for the people of Kali. You bestow Gaur Prem and are the husband of Srimati Sita Thakurani. Prema Bhakti Pradang Shriman Madhavendra Puri Priyam Śrīla Advaita Prabhung Vande Shri Madhva Sampradayinam. It's from Bhakti Ratnakar. Obeisance to Srila Advaita Prabhu, who awards Prem Bhakti, who is very dear to Shriman Madhavendra Puri, and who is highly qualified and learned in the teachings of Sri Madhvacharya. Advaitaya namaste-stu Maheshaya Mahatmane Yasya prasadach Caitanya Charane Jayate Rati. This is from Sri Murari Gupta's Sri Chaitanya Charita Mahakavyam, 1446. I offer pranam to you, Sri Advaita, who are the great Lord, and supremely magnanimous. By your mercy, one develops a rati for Sri Gauranga's lotus feet. All right, so um, let's see all who's here. And yeah, later on we'll sing the Advaita-saptamī. And is this the same Advaita-saptamī that I think this is a different Advaita-saptamī than you sing, but it's also by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. I'm sorry, I'm Haribo Archana Mataji. I see you have your hand raised. What did you
Yes,
want to say?
Prabhu, because you
Yeah.
asked what to like to read today, I just
Yes.
wanted to suggest, could you please include Advaita-acharya's pastimes in Vrindavan
Okay.
in today's reading? Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I think usually
And
what I've been doing every year is reading this from my Gurudev's book, A Treasury of Holy Days. There's a chapter on Advaita-acharya, but we've done that so many times. I think it'd be nice to read something different. And so maybe this time we'll read from Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj's book, Sri Caitanya and His Associates. And we'll see if it has Advaita Acharya's pastimes in Vrindavan. If it doesn't, if that's not included in that, then maybe if you could share with me, um, like,
okay, about the Madan Gopal deity,
yes,
and his initiation by Madhavendra Puri. So
yes,
those
yeah,
two
yeah,
pastimes.
okay. Um, so yeah, let's see if that's all mentioned in Sri Chaitanya and his associates, and if not, then maybe if you could tell it because I'm not so familiar like with the details of all those pastimes. Um, oh, it's
Okay, I
I'd
will
be
I will look for it and send you the clip.
okay.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Yeah, and Archana Mataji sent me a very beautiful recording of the Advaita-ashtakam, but I think it was different than I guess Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya wrote two Advaita-ashtakams because it's different than the one we're
Yes,
including in
that's a
this one.
different one.
Yeah. So maybe if you could, anyways, we'll see at the end. If you could share the words for that, also maybe we could sing both. That would
I
be
will
really
send.
cool.
I will send. I will share it with you right now. Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Archana Mataji and Nuri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Sumukhi Didi, Guru Nishta Prabhu, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Anadadas, um, and Prajumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Rup Manjari Didi, Haribo. Wow, it's great to see you here on Zoom. Chatamai Mataji, Jai Shri Didi, and Ganga Mataji. Oh wait, and Nitai, of course. Nitai, Haribo. Um, and then Premavati Didi, and a bunch of other devotees on YouTube and Facebook, Indira Mataji, um, Raseshwari Mataji. I don't know who else is there, but Dandavat Pranams. So, um, yeah, let's begin. Okay, I just need to open up the Kindle app. Sorry, guys. I, yeah, anyways, whatever. Okay. So, Advaita Acharya, let's find. He must be one of the first ones here. Advaita Acharya. Well, do you remember last year Shivas read a very interesting book. Is a whole book about Advaita Acharya written by a disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and it was fascinating. Um, yeah, so if anybody has time, I'm gonna re-listen to it tomorrow. I mean, why did I say tomorrow? I'm gonna re-listen to it today on after this program, I'm gonna go to Mayapur and Padmanabha Maharaj is going to be doing a program in Mayapur. But on my way there, I'm gonna listen to last year's session that we had on this day. And Srivas translated on the spot this whole amazing section with the childhood pastimes of Advaita Acharya. And it was mostly like quotes from authentic books. I think is yeah. Um, but yeah, it was really interesting. Okay. So Srimad Advaita Acharya. I'll share the link to that in our WhatsApp group after. So here is a quote from Gaur Ganesh Dipika, verses 76 to 80. Jai Srila Bhakti Bhagavad Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Okay. Vraje avesharupatvad vyuho yopi sadashiva sa eva dvaita Goswami Caitanya bhinna vigraha yascha gopala deha san vraje krishnasya sannidho Nanartha Shri Shivastantre Bhairavasya Vacho Yata Ekada Kartike Masi Dipayatra Mahotsave Saramasaha Gopala Krishno Nrityati Yatnavan Niriksha Mar Gurur Devo Gopa Bhava Bhilashavan Shavan Priyena Nartitum Priyena nartitum arabdhashchakra brahmana lilaya. Messed that one up. Shri Krishnasya prasadena dvivido bhutat sadashiva ekastatra shiva shakshad anyo gopala vigraha. Sadashiva, formerly an Avish incarnation of the Supreme Lord in Vraj, is known the Avish incarnation of the Supreme Lord in Vraj, interesting, is known as Advaita-Ācārya in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. He is non-different from Lord Chaitanya himself. In Vraj, Sadashiva took the form of a cowherd boy and danced alongside Krishna. This is stated by Bhairav in the Shiva Tantra. Once during the Diwali festival in the month of Kartik, my guru, Shankaradev, saw Krishna dancing with Balaram and the cowherd boys. He became desirous of becoming a cowherd boy himself, and he began to dance, spinning like a whirling wheel for Krishna's pleasure. Wow. Thus, by Krishna's mercy, Sadashiva plays two different roles in Vraj. In one, he is Shiva himself. In the other, he is a cowherd boy. Wow, I have never heard that. That is so neat. Okay. And then also we know Gopishwar Mahadev. So, this is super interesting. Okay. So Advaita Tattva. Oh, and Hare Krishna Kanahaladar Guru. Haribol. And Gokuleshwari Didi. And Rukmini Didi. All right. So Advaita Tattva. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami quotes the following evidence from the diary of Sarup Damodar to describe the ontological principle of Advaita Ācārya. We just recited this verse in the Mangala Charan, so I won't recite it again. Mahavishnu is the master of the universe, which he creates through his power of Maya. Lord Advaita Ācārya is the avatar of this form of the Supreme Lord. He is known as Advaita because he is none other than Hari, and Ācārya because he is the preceptor of devotion. I take shelter of the Supreme Lord Advaita Ācārya, who is the avatar of a devotee. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written, Maya has two functions, and Mahavishnu appears in two ways according to those functions. When he is within the material world as creator, he is the universe's effective cause, the nimitta karan, in the form as Vishnu. In the unmanifest material energy, pradhan, appearing in the form of Rudra, he has a second identity as Advaita. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur has also written about Advaita Ācārya in his Anubhashya to Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 6, verse 12. So Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says, Lord Advaita Ācārya is Mahavishnu. He is the supreme preceptor. Vishnu's activities are auspicious because of his existence as the owner or master of the universe. He is the root source of all auspiciousness. Those who are entangled in those who are entangled in the material hankerings, which are like garbage, cannot understand this greatest auspiciousness, which is pure, eternal, complete, and fully liberated. Thus, they remain deprived of their true spiritual activity, devotion to Krishna. I just noticed that this chapter is very long. 40, it says 49 minutes in the chapter, but that's when I read silently. And so when I read it out loud, it's probably like, I don't know, 1.5 hours. So maybe, wait, what's tomorrow? I'm just wondering if we should read this in two parts. Tomorrow is Madhvacharya's disappearance day. Hmm. Yeah, maybe we'll divide this into 2 days, and we can read about a little bit about Madhvacharya and then finish the rest about Advaita-acharya. Anyways, okay. Advaita-acharya was also known as Kamalaksha. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila chapter 6:12. It says, Advaita embodies universal welfare. He is the abode of all auspicious qualities. His activities are the eternal source of the world's well-being, and so is his name. Advaita, the son of virtue. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, same chapter, verse 26. So Advaita-acharya, the abode of virtue, is a portion, is an anksha of Mahavishnu. Because he is not different from Vishnu, Advaita is his most perfect name. Advaita, non-different. Now, this is same chapter, verse 30 to 31. He is the noblest personality in the universe, the spiritual master of the Vaishnavas. By a combination of these two names, his name is Advaita-acharya. Since he is a limb or part of the lotus-eyed Supreme Lord, he also has the name Kamalaksha. Oh, and Hari Bol, Hari Priya Didi. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has also described Advaita-acharya as both the foremost of the Vaishnavas, and as Shiva. So this is from Chaitanya Bhagavat Adi Khanda chapter 2, verses 78 to 79. Residing in Navadip is the foremost and the most fortunate of all Vaishnavas, Sri Advaita-acharya. He heads all spiritual masters in knowledge, devotion, and renunciation. He especially teaches devotion to Krishna in the same way that Lord Shankar did. Advaita-acharya's appearance. Advaita-acharya appeared in the village of Navagram, near the city of Silhet, as the son of the Varendra Brahman Kuver Pandit and his wife Nabha Devi, on the 7th day of the waxing moon in the month of Magh. Kuver Pandit is identified in the Gaur Ganadhesh Dipika, verse 91, with the god Kuver, Mahadev's friend and the leader of the Guhyakas. And now this is a quote from Bhakti Ratnakar. It says, Kuver Pandit, a devotee of Nrsimha, resided in the village of Navagram near Silhet in Bangladesh. He was a greatly fortunate follower of the path of devotion. He knew nothing other than the lotus feet of Krishna. His devoted and faithful wife was named Nabha Devi. She is worshipable for the whole world, for she is the mother of Advaita Prabhu. Oh, and there's a beautiful song. Maybe we can sing that today also. How does it go? Forgot how it starts. Anyways, but yeah, it's a song about Advaita-acharya. I forgot to send it out on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list. Oops. Okay, so now this is also from Bhakti Ratnakar, from chapter 12. It says, on the 7th day of the waxing moon in the month of Magh, the great ocean of joy overflowed. In that auspicious moment, the moon of Advaita descended in the blessed womb of Nabhadevi. In his ecstasy, Kuver Pandit made gifts to the Brahmins and the poor. He tiptoed to the room where the child was delivered, and his heart was filled with gladness upon seeing his son's face. All the villagers came running to his house and said to each other, "What pious works did this Brahmin do, that in his old age he has been blessed with such a jewel of a son?" The gods rained down flowers without being seen. There is nothing with which this scene can compare. Ganasham sings of this great auspicious occasion with a joyous Ganasham sings of this great auspicious occasion when a joyous uproar rang around the earth. This is the song that I was supposed to send out on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list, which I forgot to do. But yeah, that's the translation to that song. In the Gaudiya Vaishnava Abhidhan, Advaita's birthplace is given as Lora. Interesting. Lora, near Silhet. It is also said that Advaita Prabhu left Lora to reside in Navahat, and then from there moved to Shantipur. He also had a home in Navadvip. His full name was Sri Kamalaksha, or Kamalakanta Veda Panchananan. He appeared in 1434 AD, and he disappeared in the year 1559 at the age of 125 years. Wow, 125 years. Wow, so yeah, wow. In the Advaita Vilas, it is written, "The Lord remained on this earth for a century and a quarter, performing unlimited pastimes." Janava Mata's Diksha disciple, Nityananda Das, gives a third opinion in his Prem Vilas that Advaita Ācārya was born in Shantipur. He writes that he studied the Veda and other scriptures with the scholar Shantacharya, who lived in the Phulavati section of Shantipur, and earns the title Ācārya. Advaita Ācārya's holy life has been described in several Bengali books, including Advaita Mangal, Advaita Vilas, and Sita Charitra. Sita Charitra. Is that a Is that a book about Sita Devi? Sita Thakurani? Sita Charitra? The great scholar Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also wrote several Sanskrit poems glorifying Advaita. So there's the Advaita Dwadasha Nam Stotra, Advaitashtakam, and Advaitashtottara Shata Nam Stotra. So there's the 12 names of Advaita Ācārya and the 108 names of Advaita Ācārya and the Advaita Ashtakam. And it seems like there are 2 Advaita Ashtakams. Okay. Advaita Ācārya initiated. Haribol Vidyalala Sadidi. Okay, so when Kuber Pandit and Naba Devi disappeared, Advaita Ācārya went to Gaya on the pretext of performing the appropriate rituals of mourning, and thence continued on a pilgrimage of all of India's holy places. When he came to Vrindavan, he became absorbed in the worship of Krishna. But through his meditation, he was unable to understand that Krishna was about to appear in Navadvip. While on this pilgrimage, he stopped in Mithila, where he met the poet Vidyapati. This encounter is beautifully described in Advaita Vilas. Advaita Prabhu finally returned from Vrindavan to Shantipur after spending several days in Navadvip. Oh, and we're actually, I gave a footnote in the Gaudiya Giti-Gucha about Advaita Ācārya meeting Vidyapati, and then we have a couple of Vidyapati songs. My Gurudev explains it a couple of times in a couple of his books, that his meeting with Vidyapati. So Advaita Prabhu finally returned from Vrindavan to Shantipur after spending several days in Navadvip. The people of Shantipur had been suffering from his separation for a long time and were very happy to see him back. Lord Vishnu is always accompanied by 3 energies or Shaktis. Shri, Bhu, and Nila or Lila. Advaita Ācārya's own divine persona would not be fully manifest without all these 3 energies of his identity. Therefore, Advaita Ācārya accepted 2 wives. One was named Sri Devi, and the other Sita Devi. Both appeared as daughters of the great Brahman devotee Sri Nrsimha Bhaduri. That's interesting, huh? And so that's why Mahaprabhu, because yeah, Advaita Acharya is Vishnu, and so then Bhu and Nila, sorry, Shri and Bhu is what is it? I think for Mahaprabhu, Lakshmi Priya is Shri, and Vishnu Priya is Bhu, and then the Lila or Nila is the Dham, right? And so Advaita Acharya, I guess Sita Devi or Shri Devi is Shri and the, and Bhu is the other, and then also the Dham. And then Nityananda Prabhu also has two Shaktis, right? The Janava and Vasudha. So, huh. Okay. So both appeared as daughters of the great Brahman devotee Sri Nrsimha Bhaduri, Sita Thakurani and Sri Devi. In the Gaur Ganadash Dipika, it is written that the divine Yogamaya took the form of Advaita Prabhu's wife Sita, and that Shri is her Prakash expansion. Advaita Acharya had two residences, one in Shantipur and the other not far from Srivasa's home in Navadvip Mayapur. His heart was greatly pained at seeing that the people of the world were devoid of any devotion to Vishnu, and as a consequence, greatly suffering the torments of material life. Overwhelmed with compassion, he began to teach the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, explaining that the purport of the scriptures was to engage in devotional service to Krishna. At about the same time, Madhavendra Puri had a dream in which Govardhan Dhari Gopal commanded him to find sandalwood paste for the deity service. Madhavendra Puri then started out for Puri, taking the road through western Bengal. While there, he stopped at Advaita Acharya's house in Shantipur. Advaita Prabhu became convinced that Madhavendra Puri was his guru when he saw his devotional ecstasies. Even though he himself is an expansion of the Supreme Lord, he underwent the ritual of initiation in order to demonstrate to the conditioned souls the necessity of accepting a spiritual master. And now this is a quote from Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 4, verse 110, 111. Madhavendra Puri arrived at Advaita Acharya's house. When Advaita Acharya saw Puripad's prem, he felt a deep inner joy. He begged to be initiated by him, after which Madhavendra Puri left to continue his voyage to the south. It is said that Mahaprabhu is the main trunk of the wish-fulfilling tree of devotion, as well as the gardener who enjoys and distributes the tree's fruits. Though the tree was planted in Navadvip, it grew in Purushottam Dham in Puri and Vrindavan, expanding into an entire orchard, producing many, many fruits of love. Madhavendra Puri is said to be the first seedling, which eventually, he was the Ankur, right? Which eventually grew into this tree. Prem Ankur. Ishwar Puri was the sprouted form of this seedling. Mahaprabhu, though himself the gardener, also became the tree's main trunk through his inconceivable energies. Advaita Prabhu and Nityananda Prabhu were the two secondary trunks into which the main trunk divided. That's from Adi Lila, chapter 9, verse 21. The cause of the Lord's descent. Haribol Vangsiwala Prabhu and Amit Dandekar, Hare Krishna. And I already saw Vidyalala Siddhiti, right? Yeah. Okay, so Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the main body of the devotional movement, and Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu are his principal limbs, whereas Srivas and other devotees are his secondary limbs. All of them advented in order to preach devotion to Hari. All those who were senior to Gauranga appeared on this earth prior to him. Advaita Prabhu appeared along with the other elder members of Chaitanya's retinue, and when he did so, he observed that the sinfulness of the age of Kali had reached a disturbing extreme, and that the world was entirely devoid of devotion to Lord Krishna. He thought that a partial avatar of the Lord would not be sufficient to completely remedy the situation. He thought, the world will only benefit if the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself descends to the earth. So he began to worship Krishna's lotus feet with Ganga water and tulsi leaves, shouting and pleading to the Lord to descend. With roars of prem, with prem hunkar, Advaita-ācārya showed his desire for the Lord of Goloka to descend to the earth. He constantly offered water from the Ganga and tulsi manjaris while meditating on Krishna's lotus feet, at the same time calling to Krishna with loud roars. This is the way that he brought about Krishna's descent. This plea by Advaita-ācārya is the chief reason for Krishna Caitanya to descend on earth. The Lord, the protector of religion, descends at the wish of his devotee. That's from Caitanya Charitamrita Adi, chapter 3, verse 107 to 109. And now this is from Bhakti Ratnakar, what we're going to read. Advaita-ācārya lived in Shantipur. His body is the reservoir of devotional nectar and is not different from that of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. He whose spotless fame has filled the world brought Sri Krishna Caitanya down to this earth. My Advaita Prabhu is not different from Gauranga, and his wife Sita is the mother of the universe. First he brought Gauranga into this world with his roars, and then he glorified him everywhere. And now this is also a quote from the same chapter of Bhakti Ratnakar. Oh, the chapters are so long in Bhakti Ratnakar. Look, verse 3761. Okay. All glories to Advaita-ācārya, the most merciful, whose roars brought about Gauranga's avatar. Whoever takes shelter of his lotus feet will obtain the great wealth of love for Gaur. Is that the verse that we sing here? If it is, that's great. Then we have a reference. Sorry, just 1 second. Oh, no. We sing a different one from Bhakti Ratnakar. And a different chapter also. Okay. Now this is from Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adi Kanda, chapter 2, verse 81. He constantly served Krishna with great enthusiasm, offering Ganga water and tulsi manjaris. Absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, he worshipped him by roaring his name, the sound of which filled the entire universe, reaching up to Vaikuntha. Lord Krishna heard the sound of these roars of love, prem hunkar, and appeared himself, for he is controlled by his devotee. Nityananda Prabhu, the non-different manifestation of Lord Balaram, also descended prior to Mahaprabhu's appearance on the 13th day of the waxing moon in the month of Magh, into the family of Harai Pandit and Padmavati in the village of Ekachakra in Rar, bestowing upon them the opportunity to serve in the Vatsalya Ras. Meanwhile, 8 daughters were born to Jagannath Mishra, and Shachi Devi, they were born to Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi, all of whom died before their son Vishvarup. Nityananda Prabhu's other self, Vishvarup, appeared. I'm curious to know if anybody knows the story behind the 8 daughters that were born to Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi. Like, there must be a backstory to that. Like, who were they in their previous life and all that. If anybody knows about that, I'd be very curious to know. Subsequently, on the full moon evening of the month of Falgun, the source of all avatars and the father of the Sankirtan movement, Gaurachandra, made his appearance amidst Krishna Sankirtan that people in Navadip were performing on a pretext of a lunar eclipse. After the appearance of Sri Caitanya, Sita Devi took Advaita-ācārya's permission to come with gifts to Navadip from Shantipur to see the most wonderful child. When she saw him, she blessed him by placing paddy and durva grass on his head. And now this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 13, verse 112. After taking permission from her husband Advaita-ācārya, Sita Thakurani, the most respectable and noble lady, went to Navadvip, bearing gifts to see the crown jewel of infants. Advaita-Ācārya established a toll, a school, for teaching Sanskrit in Navadvip Mayapur, and started to engage in a deep study of the scriptures. Every day, after bathing in the Ganga, Mahaprabhu's older brother Vishvarup used to go to Advaita-Ācārya's house to listen to him lecture. The description of this is so beautiful in Chaitanya Bhagavat. When Advaita-Ācārya Prabhu was engaged in performing his puja, Vishvarup would explain to everyone present there that devotion to Krishna is the ultimate purport of all the scriptures. When Advaita-Ācārya heard him speaking in this way, he got up from worshipping his deity and embraced him. Shachi regularly sent young Nimai at noon with something for Vishwarup's lunch. When Advaita Prabhu saw Nimai's beautiful face, he became enchanted, but was unable to recognize him as his worshipable Lord, the Supreme Truth. In the meantime, Vishwarup had secretly decided that he would renounce family life in the knowledge that the material world is temporary and that a human being's only real duty is to worship the Lord. When he saw that his parents were starting to make wedding plans for him, he quickly left home and took sannyas, after which he was known by the name Shankaranya. Shachi, Jagannath Mishra, and the other devotees all lamented his loss. Advaita Prabhu too was pained by Vishwarup's departure, but he pacified everyone by saying that Krishna himself would appear soon to eradicate everyone's distress. After Vishwarup left home, Shachi and Jagannath Mishra feared that Nimai would follow his example, and so they put a stop to his education. Later, however, when they heard Nimai speaking sweetly in the mood of Dattatreya, they decided it would be better to send him back to school. Jagannath Mishra left this world not long after Nimai was given the sacred thread and had become fully absorbed in his studies. While Mahaprabhu was still fully devoted to his pastime as a scholar, his mother arranged his marriage to Lakshmi Priya, the daughter of Vallabha. In those days, Advaita-Ācārya was holding Bhagavat lectures. Advaita-Ācārya was holding Bhagavat lectures and kirtans at his house in Navadvip. All the devotees, including Advaita-Ācārya, were very enthused about the singer Mukunda Datta's fine voice. On one occasion, Ishwar Puri came to Advaita-Ācārya's house while visiting Navadvip. From his vigorous appearance, Advaita-Ācārya was able to recognize that he was a Vaishnav sannyasi. Later, Gauranga also met Ishwar Puri there. And now here's a quote from Chaitanya Bhagavat. It says, "At that time, Ishwar Puri arrived in Navadvip incognito. Ishwar Puri was single-minded in his constant preoccupation with relishing Krishna devotion. He was dear to Krishna and compassionate. No one was able to recognize him because he was not dressed like a devotee until he reached by chance one day at Advaita-Ācārya's house." Advaita tests Mahaprabhu. Oh, this pastime is fun. Okay, so Advaita-Ācārya, Srivas Pandit. Oh wait, no, I was thinking of the other one. Never mind. Advaita-Ācārya, Srivas Pandit, and the other devotees were overjoyed to see the mood of extreme eagerness coming out of separation from Sri Krishna and the transcendental ecstatic feelings in Gauranga Mahaprabhu after his return from Gaya. In due course, Nityananda Prabhu arrived in Navadvip after having toured the sacred pilgrimage sites, and there he met Nimai. One day at Srivas's house, Mahaprabhu indicated that he wanted to perform the Vyas Puja to Nityananda Prabhu. On the eve of this puja, Mahaprabhu showed everyone that Nityananda Prabhu was Baladev, and then repeating the words, "Nara, Nara," he revealed that Advaita Prabhu had caused him to descend to the earth by calling him. It is due, and this is from Chaitanya Bhagavat, it says, Madhya Khanda chapter 9, it says, "It is due to Advaita-Ācārya that I have descended. For Nara's roars rang in my ears. I was lying in the milk ocean, but Nara's roar woke me up and brought me down here." After the Vyas Puja had come to an end, Mahaprabhu took on the mood of the Supreme Lord and sent Ramai Pandit, Srivas's brother, to fetch Advaita Prabhu from his house in Shantipur. he told him of the Lord's divine manifestation. He said, Advaita Prabhu has brought Hari, the Lord of Goloka, to this earth by his cries and by worshipping him with Ganga water and Tulsi. Nityananda Prabhu has also made his auspicious arrival in Navadvip. So Advaita Acharya and his wife should immediately come to Srivas Angan, bringing all the paraphernalia for worship. Ramai Pandit promptly carried out Mahaprabhu's order and took his message to Advaita Prabhu. As soon as Advaita heard that Mahaprabhu had publicly revealed his divinity, he and Sita Devi immediately set off, bringing their son Achyutananda and some other associates. But rather than going directly to Srivasa's house, Advaita decided to test Mahaprabhu by hiding in Nandan Acharya's house. Nandan Acharya's house is the hiding spot. It's like the main hiding spot for everybody. He told the Ramai Pandit not to tell Mahaprabhu, but the Lord, who knows the heart of all, was able to see through Advaita Acharya's plan. As Mahaprabhu sat on the altar and revealed to everyone his divine identity, Nityananda Prabhu held the royal parasol, while Gadadhar Pandit and the other devotees engaged in a variety of services. This time, when Mahaprabhu sent Ramai to Nandanacharya's house to fetch Advaita Acharya, Advaita Acharya realized that Mahaprabhu was omniscient and hesitated no longer. Advaita Acharya joyfully prostrated himself before the Lord, stunned by the sight of the Lord's divine power. He washed the Lord's lotus feet, and then worshipped him with the 5 ingredients, panchopachar, using the following mantra to do so. Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipful deity for all Brahmins, the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmanas, and the benefactor of the whole world. I offer my repeated obeisances to the personality of Godhead, known as Krishna and Govinda. Mahaprabhu then commanded Advaita Prabhu to dance. Advaita Acharya started to dance madly until he was completely intoxicated in a way that astonished all the devotees. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has written, there is one Mahaprabhu, or Supreme Lord, and 2 other Prabhus, or masters. The 2 other Prabhus serve the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. These 3 personalities belong to the category of the all-worshipable. The 4th category is the devotee, who is the worshipper. Srivasa and the millions of other devotees belong to the category of pure devotees. Gadadhar Pandit and others are considered to be the avatars of the Lord's energies, or shaktis. They are counted as his most intimate devotees. That's from chapter 7 of Adi Lila. Panchatattva, the 5-fold aspect of divinity, includes Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who accepted the form of a devotee, Nityananda Prabhu, who is the manifestation of a devotee, and Advaita Acharya, the Lord's avatar, as a devotee. These 3 are considered to be Prabhu Tattva, or Vishnu Tattva, the ontological category of Godhead. Advaita Acharya is an avatar of Mahavishnu, so belongs to the category of Vishnu Tattva. But because he took on the mood of a devotee, he is called Bhakta Avatar, the Lord's avatar of a devotee. Because Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Advaita Acharya all belong to the category of Vishnu Tattva, tulsi leaves are offered to their feet. Whereas Gadadhar Pandit and so on, we offer into their hands. We don't offer into Gadadhar Pandit's feet, but for, Gauranga, Nityananda, and Advaita, we offer to their feet. Without Advaita Acharya's mercy, one can never attain the service of Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhus. Daya karo Sitapati Advaita Gosai Tava kripa bole pai Caitanya Nitai. That's by Narottam Das Thakur. He says, be merciful, Advaita Prabhu, husband of Sita. On the strength of your mercy, I will attain Caitanya and Nitai. Advaita Acharya's glories and his activities have been extensively described in Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's Caitanya Charitamrita, Vrindavan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Bhagavat, Narahari Chakravarti's Bhakti Ratnakar, and in Advaita Vilas and other works. Those who wish to have a deeper knowledge of his life should consult these books. We can only give an abbreviated biography in this book, and such an extensive account cannot be given here. We have only set out to remember the main pastimes of Sri Advaita. Okay, I'm wondering if maybe we should read this Advaita and Haridas Thakur from this point on tomorrow. And then the sons of Advaita. Actually, let's read this part about Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya, and then we will stop here, and then we will finish the rest tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so Advaita and Haridas Thakur, because we also have some kirtans to sing. That's why So Advaita and Haridas Thakur. By his deeds, Advaita Prabhu revealed that a Vaishnava is worthy of praise and worship, regardless of his family background. Namacharya Haridas Thakur was born in a Muslim family in Buran village in the district of Jessore. Later, he came to live in the village of Pulia and was staying in a grotto? In a small picturesque cave, okay, especially an artificial one in a park or garden, or an indoor structure resembling a cave. Huh. Okay, cool, new word. So later he came to Pulia and he was staying in, I always just heard a cave, but in a grotto, engaged in solitary devotional practices. But Haridas Thakur would sometimes come to associate with Advaita Prabhu in nearby Shantipur. This was after he had spent time preaching the glories of the holy names at the Chandpur house of Raghunath Das Goswami's father and uncle, Govardhan and Hiranya Majumdar. Advaita used to invite Haridas Thakur to come to his house in Shantipur to take prasad. This made Haridas Thakur feel somewhat uneasy. However, Advaita Prabhu, the world teacher, claims that his behavior conformed with all the scriptures, for to feed a great devotee like Haridas Thakur is equal to feeding millions of Brahmins. In order to demonstrate this, he honored Haridas Thakur by giving him the plate offered in the Shraddh ceremony. On the annual date set aside for offering oblations to the forefathers, householder Vaishnavas offer all kinds of foodstuffs to the Lord. They then invite Brahmins and Vaishnavas to honor prasad. The Mahaprasad is given to the guest of honor. And Advaita Prabhu chose Haridas Thakur for this special treatment, considering him to be a transcendental Brahman Guru. And now this is from Caitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, chapter 3. Advaita said to Haridas Thakur, "Please don't be afraid. I shall only do what is accepted in scripture. If you accept this prasad, it is as though I had fed 10 million Brahmins." After saying these words, he gave him the Shraddh plate to eat. And now this is from Adi Lila, chapter 10. It says, one of the branches of the Caitanya tree is Haridas Thakur, whose activities are amazing. He would unfailingly chant 3 lakhs of the holy name of the Lord every day. I only give an indication here of his unlimited virtues. Advaita Acharya honored him by giving him the Shraddh plate. Okay, so tomorrow we will read from this point on, the sons of Advaita. Yeah. And then the Lord punishes Advaita Acharya. This pastime is so much fun. Okay. And then Shachi Devi. I'm just going to look at the titles, what we're going to read tomorrow. Shachi Devi and Advaita Acharya. Oh yeah, that's an important pastime. The Lord comes to Shantipur. And then Advaita goes to Puri on the annual pilgrimage. And then Kamalakanta Vishwas. And then Mahaprabhu glorifies Advaita Prabhu. Advaita's riddle. And that's it. That's how it ends. Okay, so we'll read that all tomorrow. Now let's see. We'll sing the Advaita-saptamī. Oh no, we should sing the that song from Bhakti Ratnakar by Ghanashyam Das, which I forgot to send out on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list. One second, let me see if I can find it in my email. Appearance Advaita. Let's see if that brings it up. Okay, I'm just checking my Gaudiya Kirtan email. Don't have it in my personal email. Must be in the Gaudiya Kirtan email. One second. Advaita appearance. There it is. Man, I've been so overwhelmed with songbook stuff. I just completely forgot to send this out. Okay. Okay, and it's sung in the meter as same meter as Kabhi Habhi Bolo Shedi Namar. See if this works. Yeah, okay. Hey, it's not letting me scroll up. Oh. Okay, there. Okay, I'll just read the translation, and then we'll sing it. So, in the month of Magh, in the bright fortnight of the waxing moon, on the 7th day, a great ocean of bliss arose. Shri Nabhadevi's womb is blessed, for it brought forth at the auspicious moment the moon of Shri Advaita. Kuver Pandit, overjoyed, gave innumerable gifts to the Brahmins and to the poor. To the birthing temple he proceeded slowly, and upon seeing his son's face, his heart felt soothed. The residents of Navagram came running there and said to each other, I have never seen anything such as this. As a result of what great piety did Mishra in his old age obtain such a gem of a son? The unseen demigods offered a shower of flowers, their gesture incomparable. Cheers of all glories, filled the sky. Ghanashyam sings of profuse auspiciousness. Okay, so it's not letting me zoom in anymore. So that's wait, now it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm just getting the mridanga. Let me turn on noise original sound for musicians. Okay, so same as Kabe Habi Bolo Shedi Amar. How do you sing that? Kabe Habi Okay. Maghe Shukla Titi Saptami Te Yati Uttalai Maha Ananda Sindhu Nabha Garbha Dhanya Koriya Vatirna Hoila Shubha Khane Advaita Indo Hoilo Shubha Khane Advaita Indo. It's not letting me scroll. Kuvera Pandita Hoya Harashita Nana Dana Tija Daridra Diya सुतिका मन्दिरे गिया धीरे धीरे देखि पुत्र मुख जुडाय हिया. This is so annoying, sorry about that. नवग्रामवासी लोकधायायासी परस्पर कहे ना देखी हेनो किवा पुण्य फले मिश्रवृत काले पाइलेन पुत्र रतन जेनो. पुष्प बरिशान करे सुरगान अलखित रीति उपमना हो. जय जय ध्वनि भरलोयवाणी जय जय ध्वनि भरलोयवाणी भने गण श्याम मंगल बहु भने घन श्याम मंगल बहु. अमाघे शुक्ल तिथि सप्तमी ते अति उथलाय महा आनंद सिंधु नाभगर्भधन्य कोरि अवतीर्ण नाभगर्भधन्य कोरि अवतीर्ण होइल शुभ खने अद्वैतयेन्दु होइल शुभ खने अद्वैतयेन्दु. जय अद्वैताचार्य जय अद्वैताचार्य अद्वैताचार्य जय अद्वैताचार्य प्रभु अद्वैताचार्य प्रभु अद्वैताचार्य जय अद्वैताचार्य जय अद्वैताचार्य jai. That's so weird. It's stopping at the end of every section. Okay, now what is next? Let's sing the Advaita-saptamī, one of the Advaita-saptamīs. What is it? By Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Should we do translation and then verse, translation, verse? I think that's better for ashtakams. Let's do it like that. Or actually, no. Let's first sing a Jai Jai Advaita Ācārya Doyamaya. We'll do Bengali songs and then end with Sanskrit. So this is a song written by Lochan Das Thakur. He actually wrote 2 songs. So we just included one in the songbook, though. So, all glories to the greatly merciful Advaita-Ācārya. It was due to his loud roar that Sri Gauranga descended. He is the giver of Prem, the Lord of Sita Devi, and an ocean of compassion. Due to his nectarian love, the hero of Raj came again. To whomever he wants to mercifully bestow his grace, that person sings the glories of Caitanya Mahaprabhu submerged in Prem Ras. He who takes shelter of his lotus feet attains the supreme wealth of Gaur Prem. Lochan Das says, "Why have I not worshipped such a treasure house of mercy? Instead, I have struck my own head with a thunderbolt." Oh, I've just noticed his and he is all lowercase here. We need to fix that. Yeah, it should be uppercase because he's Vishnu Tattva. Anyhow, I'll do that later. Jaya Jaya Advaita Ācārya Dayamoy Jar Hunkare Gaur Avatara Hoy Prema Datta Sita Nata Karuna Sagar Jar Prema Rase I love Rajir Nagar Jahare Karuna Kori Kripa Dite Chai prem rase se jana Caitanya guna gai. Tahara padete jeba loilo sharan she jana pailo gor. Sorry, she jana pailo. She jana pailo gora prema mahadan. Emona dayara nidhi kene na bhajilo. Emona dayara nidhi kene na bhajilo. Lochan bole nija mate vajara padilo. Lochan bole nija mate vajara padilo. Jaya Jaya Advaita Ācārya Daya Moy. Jar hoon kare goy Avatara hoy. Jar hoon kare goy Avatara hoy. Notice the spelling mistake also. It should be Porilu. I don't think Parilu. That's not. Anyways. Okay. Wonder if we should put another Advaita-Ācārya song in here. I could totally add one. I might do that. Because it's just a blank page here. Yeah. There's room for another Advaita-Ācārya song here. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll do the next Lochan Das Thakur song. Okay. So, now the Advaita-ashtakam by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. If anybody needs to go now, also, Dandavat Pranams. I see it's 8:09. But yeah, we'll sing this. And oh wait, also Archana Mataji, if you'd like to lead us in singing Advaita-ashtakam, I don't want to put you on the spot. Like if you're not ready to do that, that's fine. But if you would be able, if you could share the words for that, I could share it on the screen, and then you could sing.
I shared it in your WhatsApp.
Okay, great. Great. So we'll sing this Advaita-Ācārya-ashtakam, this one by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and then afterwards Archana Mataji will lead us in the other Advaita-ashtakam. So, okay. So to compel Sri Gaura to incarnate, Sri Advaita worshipped him on the banks of the Ganga with offerings of Ganga water, tulsi leaves, varieties of flowers, and shouts of loving entreaty. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-Ācārya. Okay. What's the meter for this? Ganga, no. Ganga tire. What's the meter? How come I can't tell? Śrīla Advaita-Ācārya. Oh, okay. Ganga tire tatpayo bhistulasya. Okay, got it. Oh, Ganga tire tatpayo bhistulasya patrai pushpai prema hunkara goshai prakatyartam goram aradya prakatyartam goram aradya no Prakatyatartam goram. I don't know why I can't say that. Prakatyatam goram aradhyadya Śrīla Advaita-Ācāryam etam prapade. Sorry guys, messed that up. Yadhung. Okay. His roars produced surges in the ocean of divine love that attracted the Lord of Goloka, Sri Gaurachandra, to incarnate in Navadvip. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-Ācārya. Yadhunkarai prema sindor vikarai akrishta san gora golokanata avirbhuta Shri Navadvipamade Śrīla Advaita-Ācāryam etang prapade. By prompting the advent of Srila Caitanya Chandra, he has flooded the world with a divine love that is rarely attained by even Brahma and other demigods. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-Ācārya. O Brahmadinam durlabam prema puraradinam yaplavayamasa lokam Avirbhavya Śrīla Caitanya Chandram Śrīla Advaita-Ācāryam etam prapade. By his mere order, the fountainhead of all potencies, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, disappeared. His compassionate actions are most mysterious. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-ācārya. Shri Caitanya Sarva Shakti Prapurno Yasyaiva Gyamatrato Tīrtha Devi Durvigyayam Yasya Karunya Kritam Śrīla Advaita-ācārya Etam Prapade. The expansions of his expansions are renowned as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who oversee creation, maintenance, and dissolution. He is none different from Mahavishnu. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-ācārya. Shristi stitantyam vidatung pravritta yasyang shangsa brahma vishvin varakya yena bhinangtang mahavishnu rupam Śrīla Advaita-ācāryam etam prapade. In some scriptures, he is referred to as Shambhu because he is Ashraya Tattva, or the original principle of Shambhu. He is worshipful for all and attainable only through one-pointed devotion. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-ācārya. Akasmin shchidya shruyate chashrayatvat shambhoritam shambhavanam dhama sarvaradyam bhakti matraika sadhyam Śrīla Advaita-ācāryam etam prapade. His beloved is Sita Devi, who is divine love in full, and his son is Sri Achyutananda, who is filled with the current of divine love for Sri Gaur. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-ācārya. Asita nami preyasi prema purna putro yasyapya chutananda nama Shri Caitanya prema pura prapurna Śrīla Advaita-ācārya etam prapade. He is known as Advaita because he is non-different from Sriman Nityananda Prabhu. He is known as Ācārya because he is always expounding on the topic of bhakti. His heart is forever surcharged with the power of Sri Gaur Hari. I take shelter of that Śrīla Advaita-ācārya. Interesting that it mentions non-different from Nityananda here. Nityananda Dvaita Dvaita Nama Bhaktya Kyanadya Sadacharya Nama Shashvat Cheta Sancharar Goradhama Śrīla Advaita-ācāryam etam prapade. A person who properly recites this ashtak about the Lord of Sita every day in the morning with a pure mind and loving devotion will attain devotion to his lotus feet and endear himself to Sri Gaurachandra. Prata prita pratyaham sampaterya Sita natasyashtakam shuddha buddhi Soyam samyaktasya padara vende Vendan bhaktim tat priyatvam prayati Śrīla Advaita-ācāryam etam prapade 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 Jaya Advaita-ācārya Jaya Advaita-ācārya Prabhu Advaita-ācārya Advaita-ācārya Prabhu Advaita-ācārya Jaya Advaita-ācārya Jaya Advaita-ācārya Advaita-ācārya Prabhu Advaita-ācārya. Okay, so now I'm just looking in WhatsApp, seeing, and we'll end after this. I'm just getting from Archana Mataji, the other Advaita Acharya Ashtakam. Wait, you sent it on WhatsApp? Oh yeah, there it is. I
Your
see it. It's
WhatsApp,
the
right?
first one.
Yeah, the first one.
I got it. One. Sorry. 1 second. I'm just copying it onto a Word doc so that everybody can see the words. And maybe we should read the translation first and then sing it so that we know what we're singing. 1 second. Sorry, I'm having a hard time copying this for some reason. Okay, got it. Copy. Okay, now I'm just putting it on a Word doc. Here. Archana Mataji, would you like to read the translation?
Prabhu, you can read, then I will sing.
Okay, all right. Here, let's make this size what? No, make it bigger than that. Okay. I think that's a good size. Okay. Maybe a bit smaller. And I'll take off the double paragraph thing. There. Okay. Okay, so this is also by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Roaring like a lion and thundering like a monsoon cloud, he prays day and night, O Krishna, O Lord of Radhika. He smears the Shaligram Śrīla with the paste of sandalwood and musk, and offers arati with incense and lamp. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. 1 second, I'm just fixing my sound. There. Okay. He worships the Shaligram Śrīla with water of the Ganga mixed with tulsi manjaris and leaves. Tears of love incessantly flow from his eyes as he meditates upon Krishna and sings his glories. He prays to the Supreme Lord, who is an ocean of mercy, to descend to this world. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. Again and again, he loudly sings the name of Krishna, praying to him, O my Lord, deliverer of the universe, please manifest your exceedingly merciful two-armed form in my vision. Please award me the proper vision. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. Due to the prayers of Sri Advaita-Acharya, Sri Caitanya appeared in the house of Jagannath Mishra and the womb of Mother Shachi. In order to enjoy the association of Sri Advaita, Sri Caitanya sang the holy name of the Lord congregationally and danced with the devotees. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. The lotus feet of Sri Advaita are the goal of my knowledge and the object of my meditation. I always keep the dust of his lotus feet on my head. O my Lord, please bestow devotional service upon this unworthy soul and protect him. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. Sri Advaita, the Lord of Sita Devi, is the bestower of all benedictions and perfections, and he is the Lord of my life. That most merciful Lord immediately bestows bhakti upon those who meditate exclusively upon his lotus feet. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. All glories to Sri Advaita, along with Sri Caitanya and the most merciful Nityananda Prabhu. They are all one, but in 3 different forms, depicting the different phases of life, like adolescence, etc. Sri Advaita roars and thunders in order to deliver the living entities by giving them transcendental knowledge and pure devotional service. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. He bestows loving devotional service upon the lowly, mean, blasphemous, and other such fallen people. The bestower of everything, Sri Advaita, the Lord of Sita Devi, is the leader of Shantipur. He frees one from the bondage of material attachments, bad association, fruitive activities, and mystic yoga. I meditate upon the lotus feet of Sri Advaita-Acharya, the Lord of Sita Devi. Jai. Shri Advaita-Ācārya ki jai. Okay. 1 second. Let me just make this as big as possible. All right, Archana Mataji, it's all yours.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, and I seek your blessings and the blessings of all the assembled devotees. I just learned this song yesterday, the tune, the new tune. So if I make any mistake, please bear with me. ओंकार गर्जनादि अहोरात्र सद्गुणं हा कृष्णा राधिका नाथ प्रार्थनादि भावनं धूपदीपकस्तुरी च चन्दनादिलेपनं सीतनाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्दभावनं गङ्गावारि मनोहारि तुलस्यादिमञ्जरी कृष्ण ज्ञान सदा ध्यान प्रेमवारि झरि झरि कृपाब्धि करुणानाथ भविष्यति प्रार्थनं सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् मुहुर्मुहुः कृष्ण कृष्ण उच्चैस्वरे गायतम् अहे नाथ जगत्राता मम दृष्टिगोचरम् द्विभुजा करुणानाथ दीयतां सुदर्शनम् सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् श्री अद्वैत प्रार्थनार्थ जगन्नाथ आलयम् शचीमातुर्गर्भजात चैतन्य करुणामयम् श्री अद्वैत संगरंग कीर्तन विलासनम् सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् अद्वैत चरणारविन्द ज्ञान ध्यान भावनं सदा द्वैत पाद पद्म रेणुराशि धारणं देहि भक्तिं जगन्नाथ रक्ष माम भाजनं सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् सर्वदाता सीतानाथ प्राणेश्वर सद्गुणं ये जपन्ति सीतानाथ पादपद्म केवलं दीयतां करुणानाथ भक्तियोग तत्क्षणं सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् श्री चैतन्य जयाद्वैत नित्यानंद करुणामयम् एक अंग त्रिधामूर्ति कैशोरादि सदावरम् जीवत्राण भक्ति ज्ञान हुंकारादि गर्जनम् सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् दीनहीन निंदकादि प्रेम भक्तिदायकं सर्वदाता सीतानाथ शांतिपूरनायकं रागरंग संग दोष कर्मयोग मोक्षणं सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् सीतानाथ द्वैत चरणारविन्द भावनम् हरे कृष्ण अद्वैताचार्य की जय श्रील की जय थैंक यू सो मच
Wow, that is so beautiful. I really love that melody also. And you sung it, yeah, so wonderfully.
thank you
That's
so much
really
all your
nice.
blessings.
I've
And
never heard that song before. It's first
I
time.
heard that this is in the meter called this is in the raga. It's in the raga called Hindolam. It's a South Indian Carnatic raga.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Most beautiful. Wow.
When we put this on the Gaudiya Kirtan app, maybe we'll have to get a recording of you singing it and we can add it onto the app. We're working on making a Gaudiya Kirtan app right now.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you all devotees for your kind blessings.
Hare Krishna. All right, so that is our program for today. I'll just do a very short Mahamantra and with Jaidwani, and then tomorrow we will continue reading about Advaita-acārya. We should have started this yesterday, and I mean, so many devotees were following it yesterday. Yeah, even on our purebhakti.com calendar, it says that Advaita-saptamī is on the 4th, but then on the Gaudiya Math calendar, some Gaudiya Math calendars it says on the 5th, some Gaudiya Math calendars says it's on the 4th. So it's like this is like one of the most confused ones. But yeah, so I should have done it yesterday, but anyhow, whatever. Well, okay, I'll just do a short moment and then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Gaura Advaita, Jaya Gaura Advaita, Jaya Gaura Advaita, Jaya Gaura Advaita, Jaya Mahavishnu Avatar, Advaita, Advaita Ācārya, Jaya Mahavishnu Avatar, Advaita Ācārya, Jaya Mahavishnu Avatar, Advaita Ācārya, Jaya Mahavishnu Avatar, Advaita Ācārya, Jaya Sita Nata, Jaya Advaita Ācārya, Jaya Sita Nata, Jaya Advaita Ācārya, Jaya Gauraya Advaita, Jaya Gauraya Advaita, Jaya Gauraya Advaita, Jaya Gauraya Advaita, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Advaita Ācārya ki Jai. Jai Kuber Pandit Nabadevi ki Jai. All right, I'll just do a short Jaidwani and then we'll end. Jai Shachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai. Jai Shri Madan Gopal Ju ki Jai. Jai Shri Hari Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Srila Param Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanu Gaudiya Guru Varga ki Jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Advaita Ācārya ki Jai. Shri Sita Thakurani ki Jai. Sita Devi ki Jai. Jai Shri Achyutananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Advaita Ācārya's parents Naba Devi and Kuber Pandit ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Shri Shantipur Dham ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Sitanat Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Vo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Padadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Advaita-saptamī Tithi Ki Jai. Tithi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanand. Sorry, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams. Let's see. Nuri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Archana Mataji, Sumukhi Didi, Jai Shri Didi, Chatamai Mataji, Anada Das, Kana Haladar Prabhu. Let's see, on YouTube and Facebook. Let me just open that up 1 second, just see all who is there. All right, Ganga Mataji, Premavati Didi, Pradumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Hari Priya Didi, Amit Dandekar, Vidyalalasa Didi, Vangsiwala Prabhu, and Rup Manjari Didi, and Nitai, Rukmini Didi, Vidyalalasa Didi, Krishnamai Didi, Harivo, and Indira Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, and those are all the comments I see. But there's a lot more people joining today. A lot of people today. I'm not saying your name because I don't see a comment. I don't know who you are. But Dandavat Pranams, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you can join us tomorrow to read about the rest of this wonderful offering of Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. And also, we'll read a little bit about Madhvacharya, whose disappearance day it is tomorrow. All right, Dandavat Pranams. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream? Okay, see you all tomorrow. Hari Bol. Wait, just checking one last time, the comments. Okay, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Advaita-acārya Ki Jai. And also, I'm right now. I'm gonna go to Mayapur, and Padmanabha Maharaj is supposed to be doing a program there from 10 a.m. till noon. So, if you go to his YouTube channel, you can join that program. Yeah, go to his site. It's a YouTube channel. I meant to say Facebook page. Type in BV Padmanabha. I think that's what you type in, and then you'll see the live stream there. It'll probably start, I'm guessing around 11 a.m. India time. Right now it's 8:30. So in 2.5 hours.